Hello and welcome. Today we're gonna do another little carrier battle between China and Japan. Now you might say, wait, hang on a second. Japan doesn't have any aircraft carriers, right? They actually vowed to not get any after World War II. So what they have instead are, let me see, are these things, and they call them helicopter destroyers. So this is definitely not an aircraft carrier. But yes, they can, or they are now certified for, at least the Izumo class is now certified to carry and operate Lightnings. And yeah, this is totally not totally a helicopter. So yeah, I guess that works. All right, what else does the Japanese fleet have? I mean, the Japanese have quite a lot of pretty interesting ships. Many different classes of destroyers. Some of them aegis destroyers, and yeah, it's basically, if you look at the wiki page, it's the most modern ones are at the top, and then it just goes down and gets older. And then they also have these new multi-purpose frigates, which are like, it's kind of a trend that seems to be happening recently, where like the Europeans and even the Americans with their Constellation class are like going back to smaller ships but having more of them. The difference between these and Constellation class, for example, is probably they don't seem to have any VLS cells, so it's basically just anti-ship missiles and some close defense stuff. All right. Apart from the what's it called, the Mogami, we have the Asahi, which is like the oldest of these destroyers, and yeah, then we have the Amaya class destroyer, the Haguro, and the Kongo. Yeah, both of them aegis destroyers. Alright, let's take a look at the Chinese side. We have, of course, as the title would suggest, the Type 002, the Shandong Kuznetsov class carrier. So last time I took the actual Kuznetsov out for a ride, I actually assigned it four fighter squadrons. That might actually be a little bit much. According to Wikipedia, the Shandong, which is basically a copy of the Kuznetsov, will actually carry up to like 32 fighters. But yeah, a squadron is usually like 12 to 14. In this case, I mean, to make it a bit more difficult, I've just assumed that it has like 3 squadrons and a half squadron essentially, and yeah, they'll all be in J-15 Flying Sharks, of course, which is a copy of the Su-33. And then, of course, they also have some AEW helicopters, and yeah, just some. Oh, and also, like, to make up for the missing airplanes, we actually like added some of the new J-15Ds, which are essentially something kind of similar to the growler, and yeah, it has this jammer pod which can jam a whole lot of different bands. So the Chinese will actually have jammers on station, and also some AWACS helicopters. And of course, I mean, the whole duel is a little bit unfair. I mean, the Izumo class light carriers essentially have about like 26 tons fully loaded, and the Shandong will like top at like 70,000, like at 70,000 tons. So yeah, this is obviously not a very fair fight, but yeah, still, I mean, wanted to see how it pans out. Okay, so concerning strategy for both sides, maybe let's look at the Japanese first. So the problem with the Japanese is they don't have a lot of airplanes. The Izumo is supposedly able to carry up to 20 airplanes, or yeah, 20 aircraft, which includes helicopters. In this case, we've just like filled them up with F-35s, and they also have like a couple of Seahawks, but they'll be of no consequence. So in this case, I assume that 12 of them will be ready to participate at this moment. And yeah, so we have a very small combat air patrol section, and then the rest of them is going to be in an anti-shipping role. And then, of course, the question is, okay, what can we actually get for anti-shipping? I mean, we've seen this problem before with the British. So yeah, if you go for like laser-guided bombs, which is totally a way of attacking ships, I mean the range is just like you have to like drop them pretty close and then guide them in. So you have to stay close, even though the F-35 can get pretty close because it's stealthy, but yeah, at 4 nautical miles it's going to be engaged. And the Chinese fleet has so much anti-air that there's no chance that this will work. Fortunately, in this case we have the so-called StormBreaker, the GBU-53, which is essentially the small diameter bomb, which is as a glide bomb essentially. It does not carry a big warhead though. I think it's like 100 kilo or something. Oh, it's actually like 48 kilograms. So this is like a tiny warhead. Yeah, but it has 60 nautical miles standoff range. So this will be our weapon of choice for the strike. And yeah, it's not a lot of them, unfortunately. So best thing we can do with the standoff strike is drain the enemy air defenses, and yeah, then we'll have to, if we want to do damage, we kind of have to use the anti-ship missiles, of which the Japanese have a few. So they have the Harpoon on one of the destroyers, if I remember correctly, so that's like a 75 nautical miles range. Then they have some indigenous missiles, the SSM-1B or Type 90. We have to get close, 80 nautical miles again, and then we have the Type 17 with 108 nautical miles. So we have to, I mean, at what range do we start? It's like 220, so we have to cover over 100 nautical miles, and yeah, we'll see how that works. Okay, the Chinese. So the Chinese are definitely in this to win it. They want, I mean, if this was real, like the best thing the Japanese fleet could do was try to like run away essentially, because like the Chinese have a big advantage here. Especially if you consider that if you look at the armaments, like there's some anti-air, but it's like if you're looking at an American fleet, they'll have hundreds of ESSM missiles, and in this case 32 is not very good. And yeah, they're supposed to like close the gap with RAM, I think. Where is it? Yeah, this. But it's also just 33. There's just not that much there. And the problem with the Chinese is they have, like, pretty similar to the Russians, they have a lot of anti-ship missiles. And some of them are just usual, like the cruise missiles, kind. So you have, but they are actually, like, quite far. They can reach out quite far. But the thing that we're actually going to use to seal the deal is this thing. So the copy of the Sizzler, essentially. Yeah, and they have this this rocket boosted penetrator, and if you remember back with the Nimitz class battle, like when the Nimitz class was confronted with these, like they were able to shoot them down with ESSM, but yeah, we'll just drain the ESSMs out of the Japanese fleet, and then we'll try to go for the kill with these things. Yeah, and how are we gonna drain the ESSMs? Well, we'll just load up a whole lot of flying sharks with air-launched cruise missiles. Oh, no, that's not a cruise missile. This is the cruise missile. Yeah. So, well, like, yeah, it might not be 100% correct to quote on cruise missiles. They're kind of similar to a Harpoon. So they're sea skimmers. And, yeah, we have a lot of them, and they have pretty good range. Yeah. So the Japanese fleet will have their radars and everything off. So, yeah. we'll start out not knowing where exactly the Japanese fleet is, so we're going to find it, and then we'll launch all our cruise missiles at it. And once that is done, hopefully we'll still be able to see it, and then we go for the kill with our sizzlers, or like sizzler analogs. Yeah, and yeah, I'm pretty confident that the Chinese will win this. Alright. Okay, we're just about ready to start. Let me check a few things. So we'll go to full speed here because we want to get in range. Sensors are going to be off. Yeah. Okay, and then we will switch over. Let's just switch off God mode. And we go to China and switch off God mode here. And I guess all set. Ready, steady, go. So first of all, we'll give the air patrol and everything a little bit of time to get off the deck. There they come. So these are our J-15s in anti-air configuration, so they have like just look at their armament really quick. I mean, in this case, I have to say, like, we don't have any of the crazy new PL-15s, like long-range anti-air missiles. And also, one thing that we do not have is the new ballistic anti-ship missiles that they're going to, or like beginning to field. Where is it? Here. And they call that like a hypersonic missile. I don't know what's up with that, but it's basically an anti-ship ballistic missile, which is something the Chinese have been investing heavily in. So yeah, maybe we'll like check out a few more of them in the future. But yeah, it's kind of like the a different philosophy. Like the Americans are going for the sea skimming cruise missile. That is more and more stealthy, and they try to hit ships with that, and the Chinese say, okay, no, we're not going to be stealthy, we'll just lob a ballistic missile at it, and it will actually be accurate enough to hit a moving ship. And yeah, that seems to be working to a degree. Yeah, but they're not implemented yet in this case, so yeah, we're going with sea skimmers. Okay. Can we actually see anything of the Japanese fleet? No, we can't. So yeah, I guess we have to just start our aircraft, or like our strike group. And yeah, usually you would like have them in sections of like maybe 4, like in groups of 4 or 6. In this case, we just employ the good old battle blob to manage them, because yeah, I really don't need them to be split up. It doesn't help in any way, and it will take a while for them to assemble. So just have them fly in circles for a bit. Maybe speed it up just a little bit more. There they come. Still assembling more aircraft. Come on. There they come. Yeah, last one. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, so speed down a little bit. So they all have their radars on. I mean, we're trying to find the fleet, and yeah, that's 40 sea skimmers in this group. So a lot of missiles. And as we saw, the Japanese, they have all the modern, or they have a lot of the modern American missiles, but they don't have a crazy amount of them. If you look at an American carrier strike group, they'll have hundreds. Oh, shoot. Looks like we're getting, yeah, it's probably F-35s here from the Japanese cap. Let's just switch to God mode just very quick. Yeah, there they are. Okay, so we can't, like, we're not seeing any of them. Well, nothing we can do here. Let's see if we take losses. Okay, go defensive. Oh, okay, that cost us two airplanes. There come 2 more. Okay. Yeah, so one thing that I didn't mention is that I actually like if we just switch to the Japanese side really quick, I actually found a pretty nifty way to get the F-35s to go full a-hole mode. So what you do is you essentially go to your cap, go to mission, or go over here, weapon release authorization. So their weapon is the AIM 120D, and so yeah, usually this is set to inherit like automatic fire at maximum range, which means if the hostile aircraft goes defensive, then usually the rocket will miss, right? But if you go for no escape zone, then they will fire them when they're in range, so the missile will always have a shot at catching up with them, even if they turn around. Of course, you have to be much closer to fire them in that case, but yeah, can be more dangerous, but yeah, it's not more dangerous if you're invisible, right? So, pretty nifty. So we just lost 2 aircraft here in our group. It's probably still gonna be fine. Let's see. God mode off. Yeah, so we have like, even when they turn away, we should, well, would hope that we could see their engines with the infrared, but yeah. I don't know, do they actually have infrared? Yeah, they should have a forward-looking infrared. Yeah, alright, so yeah, what can you do? It's just a stealth aircraft doing stealth things, I guess. Ah, there's the fleet. Okay, so we found them. This is our little area, carrier strike group. Yeah, then what can we do but shoot all the missiles, I guess. Let me allocate them really quick. That should just about do it. And yeah, we're not done yet. So next we're going to fire our YJ 100s. 16 of them. Let's just, yeah, everyone gets 4. Okay. There we go. And that's it for the moment from the Chinese side. Let's switch to Japan. Of course, in this case, I mean, we know that we've been spotted, like it's pretty obvious. Also, I mean, we already have a fix on the enemy fleet, which is neat. So in this moment, we will go to active because, yeah, there's no point in hiding anymore. And let's launch our strike group. Again, we're going to employ the battle blob formation. As you can see here, we can actually very clearly see the missiles, but that's because, not because the fleet can see them, it's because our combat air patrol over here that's chasing the J-15s, they can actually see it. And this group is already full, so yeah, I guess we should go for our strike here. Oops. Ah, they're attacking the cruise missiles, interesting. I don't know if it's so clever for them to do that, but maybe we'll save some. Maybe it will allow us to save some ESSM on the Izumo. Hello? Ah, that's the JY100s, YJ100s that we launched from the ships. Okay, maybe we'll just speed it up a little bit. Okay, now it's getting interesting. So this is our air-launched sea skimmer cluster here. Let's see how many do we have. That's not telling us. These are all ESSM, so right now we're quickly draining our ESSM reserve. It's down to 11. Down to 8, down to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're out. And the rest is going to be covered by the rams, which is no problem with like sea skimming subsonic missiles, but it is going to be a big problem with supersonic missiles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this fleet is going to be doomed. And still a long way to go before we can launch our anti-ship missiles. Let's speed it up a little bit. And that is one of our one of the hostile combat air patrol. And come on, you can do it. Bam. Smash. And smash again. That's remarkable score, I must say. I mean, how many did he get? 6. He just killed 6 J-15s. Not too bad. What is that? That's probably... I'm pretty sure they cannot see us. Let's switch over to China really quick. Yeah, they can see those because... yeah, the combat air patrol can see them with infrared, but the other group is hidden because it's coming straight at them. Problem is they wasted all their AMRAAMs. Yeah, they did. So maybe go in that direction a little bit so we don't collide with that group. That was the... oh, we actually got hit there. Damn, I wasn't watching. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. So that was the cruise missiles that we launched from the fleet. Yeah, that's that was SM-6 because the Japanese actually have SM-6 missiles, and yeah, they are nasty. Are we detected? Yeah, we might be detected here. Just have to get in range to launch the bombs, and then peace out. Yeah, it should be good. All right, so. Carrier is all we want. Let's have a go. Okay, good luck. And we'll delete that movement point here. And yeah, that's going to be a problem. They'll be engaged. Like, they're way too close. That will cost us some F-35s. All bombs away? Yes, bombs away. And that means you return to base. And better do it quick. Okay, they're engaging the bombs instead. Alright, so let's see. So we launched them from like 36,000 feet. So there's our carrier. There are the glide bombs. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the planes are killing a lot of them, and there come more PL-12. Yeah, that's from the planes that are about to land. Haven't even had any launches from the carrier group yet. There they come. HQ-9. So that's basically an like the S-300, the Chinese S-300 if you want. Yeah, I mean that's the problem with glide bombs. Yes, they have actual standoff range, but they're like that makes them slow. And if they're slow like that, I mean, what speed are they going at? Yeah, Mach 0.8. Not super slow, but yeah, it's not difficult to hit for modern anti-air systems. And smash, 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 and they're all gone. Okay, yeah, that didn't go too great. Did we lose any lightnings? No, we didn't. So yeah, we're still good on that front. These are reloading. Oh, they actually landed on the well, I don't know if that's actually possible, but yeah, command does that sometimes. Okay, let's switch over. So, how are we doing on the missile front? Yeah, we still we haven't even gone through half of our HHQ9s, and we still have around 20 close defense. So question is, do we have a fix on the carrier? No, we don't. We don't have an exact fix on it. That means we can't launch our sizzlers. In that case, we will just take one of our cap airplanes. And do we have enough fuel? Yeah, we have fuel for a couple of. Can totally go faster. So we need someone to see that carrier group. There we are. And can we see them? Yes. There it is. So yeah, we'll just drop everything on the carrier. Just don't want anything stupid to happen and let it get away. There we are, that's the Sizzlers YJ18, the Chinese version, all 16 for the Izumo, and yeah, that's gonna be it. Oops. Our spotter team got trashed, so yeah, that's that. Okay, let's switch to God mode. Let's see how this pans out. So pretty similar. It's basically like a sizzler, right? So it's going at Mach 0.8 till it's close to its target. Then it will release the rocket. There they go. And these move at close to Mach 3. So we probably have to go way down with the speed to 1 times. And this is actually real time now. So yeah, let's see what they can do against this. Also, they will retarget if their initial target is destroyed. There we go. They've acquired their victim. And yeah, we actually have some rams going out. But the rams really don't have an easy time defending against these. And we got a hit here. Yeah, we're not getting any, they're not hitting the sizzlers. Yes, another one. Smack. And this one missed. Another miss. And hit. And this one is probably screwed anyways. It's probably out of range. Yeah, alright. The Haguro is still on fire and has flooding. Let's see if it can survive. And it's not moving anymore. Fire is getting worse, I think. Yeah, and it's sinking. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it. So the Japanese strike group is completely destroyed, as expected. Okay, let's go and see what the score is. Okay, on the, let's take the Japanese side first. So they destroyed 10 J-15 Flying Sharks, which is more than a full squadron. So the Chinese lost about 1/4 of their air wing. in this case. And yeah, if we go to the Chinese score, of course we destroyed one light aircraft carrier with its entire fleet of 2 destroyers, 2 frigates, and no, actually 3 destroyers, 1 frigate, and yeah, the whole air complement, of course, with 12 F-35s. As we should know, none of them was destroyed in air combat. They were all, they all went down with the ships. So, yeah. I guess that's it then. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.